So we changed the pumps here from all 1.5-inch discharge lines to all 2-inch discharge lines for more capacity. We also moved this discharge line up a little bit in the property because out here, this street actually floods during storms and the water level comes all the way up into the yard up to here, over 1.5 foot of water in the street. So now we have a 2-inch discharge line at a little bit higher elevation so that pipe is not underwater during the massive storms we've been getting. We also added a 3rd tank into the basement. Everything now is 2-inch discharge line. So we have an additional 2-inch discharge line here, again at a higher elevation on the property so things can taper away when this is pumping, so that this is not underwater during a very bad storm. In the back of the property here where it tapers off the most, the water level exceeded over this PT strip. So our pump before was sitting right in this notch here coming out of here. That was actually underwater. So the water level got all the way up to here, so that could not push out water out of the basement fast enough. So we raised the line to a 2-inch and elevated it up higher so that during the worst events, this is not underwater and can still get the water out of the basement. When we come down, you can see the new tank that we had to install. So we have 2 3/4 horsepowers in here with a battery backup, adding the 3rd tank in because the water level in this basement was just below the outlets during the last flood, even with 2 containers and 2 3/4 horsepower pumps running with 1 battery backup. So we've added a 3rd tank, 2 3/4 horsepower pumps with the battery backup with all 2-inch discharge lines over here. Over here we have the existing tank that was in place. This is where the original battery backup sat. We've increased this to a 2 3/4 horsepower with a brand new battery backup and a 2-inch discharge line. And then on the other tank, which existing was just a standard 3/4 horsepower pump with no battery backup, we did the same thing where we added 2 3/4 horsepower pumps. And you can actually see down inside of this, we have 2 3/4 horsepower pumps, battery backup system in here, all going up to a 2-inch discharge line. So now this basement has 6 3/4 horsepower pumps, 3 battery backup systems, all being monitored to hopefully avoid this situation from ever happening again.